You guys, welcome to Dacob In Between. It's where we talk about topics in between topics. We deliver. We share. Now, I also want to share. Subscribe to my channel, will ya? Click that subscribe button. Push the join button next to it. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together on Patreon. Gain access to extra perks. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all my patrons. And thank you to my co-chatters. Look at y'all. Look at y'all chatting with us. Listen, today's topic is interesting. We're going to be talking Chanel. Not pre-sale of Chanel. We're going to be talking Chanel. But some people like to call it Chanel. So we're talking Chanel, and we're talking, maybe some of you already know, the rumors have been circulating for almost a year now. And a lot of you have been contacting me in the past months. None of this was really official, but now it seems to be official. Lucia Pika has left the building, darling. Lucia Pika has left the building. She's no longer the artistic director of makeup or beauty, Chanel. Bye, Lucia. I guess we're not going to see another 50 billion versioned hue of red. Which is basically, she did red and she did a smoky eye and she butchered Kristen Stewart with those frickin' smoking eyes. And I was surprised when I saw Kristen Stewart on the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival at the premiere of her movie, the Lady Diana thing, whatever she did. And I thought to myself, she looks, well, of course, because she has that Lady Diana haircut still, I guess. I mean, different haircut, but, well, she had a wig in them. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, she had blonde. She didn't look like an afterthought of whatever used to be punk, but then became a junkie. But then, what a mess she was with, terrible. Lucia Pika and Kristen Stewart, But all of a sudden, Kristen Stewart is standing there on the red carpet, and I'm like, the makeup is there's still a smoky, not as smoky as it used to be, relatively, okay. Hair, okay. She actually starting to look like herself when she used to do Twilight. And looky, eggs, bacon, and a cookie. Twilight is casting again. I mean, they're going to shoot new Twilight movies, so maybe, anyway, whatever. I don't know, and I don't care. Bottom line is this. Lucia Pika has left the building. Now, you might ask yourself, you might be asking yourself, who in the hell took over? Nobody. Similar situation to when Carl kicked the bucket. May he rest in peace. I mean, internally, they chose somebody else to take over, and that was Virginie. Now, a similar thing happened with Lucia. Lucia is still healthy. I mean, I don't know if she's healthy, but she's alive. I wish her all the health and prosperity, but she's still with us, but she not at Chanel no more. So now that she gone, just the internal team has taken over. Whoever used to work under her or for her, it's just a group of people. It's kind of the Chanel makeup team, beauty team, whatever it is. They're kind of coordinating this stuff. So it's kind of interesting to notice. I wonder if she coordinated these last releases for 2021, or if for example, the holiday collection, if that's already not under her supervision, because, these things are planned out way ahead of time. So she might have planned that stuff out before she left. But are we seeing something different in Chanel makeup as of late? Different color palettes, different sensitivity to the advertisement, perhaps, different sensitivity to how to do the makeup. Because I was getting a little bit tired of her red over. I love red, don't get me wrong. But girl, smoky eye and red, girl by girl, right? Now, listen. Oh my God, thank you. Her makeup was not flattering at all, says Penelope. There you go. She got her money and got out. It's whatever, says Jack. Well, do you remember in 2017, right after Twin Peaks Season 3, The Return came out, what did Lucia Pika do? She did a Twin Peaks inspired palette. She released, she didn't call it Twin Peaks, but it was a Twin Peaks collection. dedicated to the mood and vibe of Twin Peaks. And it was very promising. I thought to myself, ooh, yes, you know, she knows what she's doing. But then pretty soon I was like, oh, does she though? And now I'm kind of thinking, okay, this is the point of the video. Who do we want to see as the head of makeup for Chanel? Artistic director for makeup or beauty at Chanel. And two, what would be the makeup product that you would love to see from Chanel that you haven't seen in the past years since Lucia was there, or ever for that matter? Hit it. I want to know from you in the comment section down below, but also I want to know from you guys now in the live chats. Like, what is it that we would love? Who would we want to see as artistic director? And what do we want to see as products that we haven't seen thus far, or that we haven't seen in a long time? Ollie says change is always good. Jack says, oh, I will ask myself. Probably holiday is her last hooray. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe she already had her last hooray. I don't know. I got a lot of cocky and gold from Chanel from fall. Paris says, still chalky though. Great question, says DSD. Thank you, darling. But do we have an answer? God, I don't know makeup artists, says Jack Dean. I'm not good with makeup artists either. That's why I'm asking you guys, because maybe I can learn something from you. Someone independent, says Debbie. Jack says, but I always want to see gothic. I like to see gothic too, but you know, there's gothic and gothic. There's just a smoky eye and call it gothic, which is not gothic. Or there's that white-faced gothic, which brings me to the first product that I would like to see return to Chanel. And that's a product that they had in the 80s/90s. And it was a white cream. It wasn't that LeBlanc little liquid that's nothing really. It was literally in a plastic jar, compact, fat, greasy, white makeup. You put it on your face, you become a vampire. Amazing. Amazing. Literally amazing. They stopped producing it decades ago. I want to see that come back. And I want to see it come back in a variety of consistencies. The shiny one for the dry skin. The dry one for the oily skin. The powder to top it off to dry it if you have even more oily skin, as is my case. And, you know, so that's the first product I want to see. I want to see that white, fat cream that colors you into white. And I want to see it in a variation of consistencies. Oh, Marley Bobby says, love Lisa Eldridge. Yes, Jack, like Creolon, like the pan sticks of Creolon, but it was different. It was more creamy, the Chanel version. It was delicious. But Creolon, I get skin outbursts from. I can't do Creolon. It dries me out in a bad way. I get rashes. Creolon is terrible for me. But no, it was in a jar. It was some of. Hold on, you guys. It was something like this. I love my whites, right? But this is not. This is a powder. Okay, this is but it was like in a jar like this, and you open it, and it's like you kind of. It's a cream, and you can. Oh, it was amazing. Just. But anyway, I'm such a sucker for Chanel. I buy, you know. Anyway, she buys. She buys. Oh my God, Ricky Martin. Did I just go into Ricky Martin territory? There you go. Gwen says, I love Lisa Eldridge too. She has her own stuff and has worked with Lancome before. Oh, Marley Bobby says, but Lisa was with Chanel years ago. Oh. Jack says, John McLean would be an interesting pick. Oh, really? He's a little bit too YouTube conservative-ish. Although I did learn some stuff from him, like to do the makeup just there, not there. But, girl. Actually, you know what? Let me just add a little bit of this. Oh, this, it was like mirror. Where's the mirror? And let me just add some of this vampire white powder. Oh, the glamour. But you know, this is really, this is the Asian version from Japan with these like extra little crystals and stuff, which is like, the law doesn't even allow you to make this in America. And I'm lifting this as if it were a mirror. This is like how, Sorry, guys. I know, like, hi, we're on YouTube. I know, and I'm doing my makeup in the middle of a video. Have you ever seen anybody else so crazy to do that? It is a Chanel video after all, so why not? Might as well. Okay, I'm just like a little bit oily. Now, look how much whiter I became. You know what I mean? Now imagine if I had this in cream form to top it all off. Yes, I mean, and we're back. Okay, so I agree with you. We could do the McLean dude. Who was the other person? John McLean. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I think a fresh, self-taught 20-something-year-old would be such a wonderful new face for Chanel. Penelope, I agree with you. There is a lot of power in youth. Oh, Katie Jane Hughes, maybe? In youth, because youth is more detached from too many preconceived notions of how things should be done. Youth is more like into, let's experiment, you know? Less afraid of experimenting. Jack says, I need to get my hands on that powder. Jack, and this one has a little tiny sparkles. I know it's white, but it has a little bit of shimmer on it. So it does give you a little bit of that twilight glow. Anyway, Manic Panic still makes that goth white cream makeup. So nostalgic, says Penelope. Ah, love it. Wayne Goss, says Janet. Oh wait, maybe is Wayne Goss the guy from YouTube? You guys, I'm so bad with names. Kabuki almost Dacob, says Debbie. Kabuki is great. I love Kabuki. I'm always a little bit oily. Keep representing my man. Ah, DSD. I'm super oily. I got this little powder from Chanel, the Le Beige in number 10, which I use a lot. And then I got Le Blanc Poudre Libre Blanchissant Lumière Perlée Pearl Light Brightening Loose Powder. 10 crystalline. But this thing is a little bit too pearlescent because in Asia they love their little pearl. They want to look like pearls. So I wish I could show you this on camera. But it's different than the regular white that you can get in the States at the moment. The white powder that they have, which is called like the translucent powder. This one has a little bit of a crystal pearly touch to it. And even the Chanel puff has check this out. Usually these Chanel puffs, they usually come with a black logo on them. But when you get this powder, you get the puff with a white logo on it. That's how obsessed they are with everything white. So the Le Blanc series, it comes with a white lid, not a black lid, silver double C, and then Le Blanc inscription here. So this is a special thing you can only get in Asia. And I have my connections, darling. So, yeah, remember to keep hydrating yourself, Dacob. Thank you, Jane. I am going to do it right now. Angela Kier says, I have that. Of course you do, darling. I mean, you're in Asia. Is Le Beige really drying or okay on drier skin? Ooh, good question. I think it's a bit drying. And I use a lot of it because I'm very oily and during the live streams, I need to keep dry. So I'm kind of almost through with this one already, but it is drying. I wish it were more drying for me personally, but... Le Beige really dry, yeah. So... DSD says sometimes Americans really stink that way. Unfortunately, Dacob, like what? Well, with the products missing. John McLean and Wayne Goss are both YouTubers. John is vampy, very pale. But maybe Lipstick Nick, she's good, young, experimental. I don't know any of these people. So you do look flawless though. Thank you so much, DSD. Well, the lights are very strong and powerful and they kind of bleach me out. But while we're at it, let me add a little bit of a vampire effect. Yes, I do use my Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch actually for toiletry. Okay, now I'm going to do the powder. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna do my blush brush. Dacob MUA, guys. No, I'm not. Far from it. And we're gonna do Malice. Ah, let me snort that rosebud. Nip it in the bud. Let's nip it in the bud. Check out my Malice blush. Okay, we're gonna go into it and just give ourselves a little bit of like we've just been fed blood as vampires, and so we're getting a little bit of a blush moment there, you know, just a little bit. You can't really see it on camera, can you? Damn, it really bleaches me out, this light. And in real life, it's like super intense now, the color. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. Let it be over the top. Oh, you see it now. Oh, the glamour. Yes, queens. Are we gonna go for it or are we gonna go for it? We're gonna go for it. Why not? Go for it. Go for it. It's a gopher. We're not gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. You know, you just go for it and you create a gopher out of it. Oh, living for, you know what? Yes. It's like, you know, like that porcelain banshee slash vampire that kind of has just been turned into a vampire, and she's like so hungry, but looking so full of life and zest until she nibbles on you and then she can't get enough. That's the kind of the vibe we're going for here. Oh my God, the Chanel blush, nothing smells as good as Chanel blush. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. That smell of roses. I wish Chanel made a perfume that smelled that same way, like they smelled, like they scent their blushes, because it's to die for. Anyway, I highly recommend you get a toiletry pouch and you really use it for toiletry instead of using it as a clutch. I also have one that I use as a clutch, but the pleasure it gives you to really use this for what it was intended, it gives you such a luscious feeling when you're dealing with cosmetics. Anyway, so there you go. We touched up our makeup as we're talking about Chanel makeup. We have not come to a conclusion who we would want to see next, what products we would want to see next. I would definitely like to see maybe not double baked blushes. I would like them to be a little bit softer because this double baking of the blushes makes them too compact. It's so hard to get it off. Not off the face, but off the thing. That, I would love to see the whites return. And I would like to see somebody like Serge Lutens being the makeup artistic director of Chanel. That's my opinion. Anyway. Oh, there you go. Marley Bobby says, Korean makeup artist Jung Sam-mol. I've never heard, but sure, anything new goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little news information about Lucia Pika leaving the building. And let's see whoever comes next. Let me draw myself with Chanel Chance pencils. No, they're just perfumes, actually. Perfume pencils. I don't know if they still make them, but they're a joke. They cost a lot of money and they last 5 seconds. But it's a gimmicky thing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thumb up this video. Follow me on the Instagrams, my Chanel journey, my Chanel collection on Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together. The Life of Coco Chanel on Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together. And Super Dacob, all spelled together on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Join me, become a member. Follow me on Patreon. Super Dacob, also all spelled together. Till next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.